Hi there, John Griggs, aka Entropic Remnants Photography, and this is my first time ever doing this, so be patient. Done some Zoom meetings, that's about it. All right, so what I want to talk about today is the Mavic Mini drone. I'm completely new to drones. Well, I had a toy drone, but you know what they're good for. And the Mavic Mini has fulfilled my expectations, except when I first flew it. I only got about 1,500 feet before I started getting poor signal reports. I found out that the American drones now can only work on 5.8 gigahertz. That was I don't know if it was a new requirement. I think older firmware allowed you to go on different frequencies. But this one I have in the United States will only let me do 5.8 gigahertz. Now, that doesn't penetrate tree cover very well, and I live in an area in southeast Pennsylvania where there's a lot of tree cover. So what I found was that I wasn't getting much range. So I bought a set of these little yagi editions that you can put on it, and did another range test and got quite a bit further. Hold on, I'll show them to you. Okay, so here's what they look like. They're, just little beam antennas. They have, they call them 5-element beams. I'm a ham radio operator. I'd call this a 7-element because it has a driven element, 5 directors, and a reflector. And this particular gadget is really cheap. It's available on eBay and Amazon and all over the place, so they're not hard to find. I don't know if they're just 3D printed or what they are. Pretty cheap plastic, but suitable to task. I would say that these extended my range about 3 times. It would have gone further, I think, except what happened is I wasn't exactly on the alignment with the drone, and I think I was getting on the edge of the antenna pattern. So I'm going to show you a little video. I've double speeded it so that you won't have to waste too much time with it. The music is by Ben Sound. It's a freebie you can incorporate as long as you have credits, and I'll put credits for it at the end. But this is how far I was able to get. I was able to get 4,500 feet. If you watch videos on here, you'll see people getting miles of range, and I would say in the open with no trees, you might get that. I don't know if you'll get that on 5.8 gigahertz. A lot of the videos are people overseas. They're running on 2.4 gigahertz sometimes. There was talk about using their so-called FCC mode, which would give us 2.4 gigahertz, but the FCC changed the rules, and what they said was basically 5.8 gigahertz is where we have to operate. So as of this firmware revision in these units, I have no 2.4 gigahertz capability in this drone, only 5.8 gigahertz. So if you got your Mavic Mini and were a little confused about the channel allocation, that's what it is. The FCC says we operate on 5.8 gigahertz. Now for what I'm going to do, use it for some photography, some little video things that I do. I don't do anything special on this channel. It's going to be fine. I don't know that I'll really need to fly that far. But I was impressed. 4,500 feet for me is a long range, and I was pretty impressed with how far I got. And the stability of the Mavic Mini and its ability to fly is shocking to me because I am not a good drone pilot. I'm not an FPV pilot. The toy drones I had, I crashed them more than I flew them in in narrow areas. So the stability of this unit is something to behold. If you're an amateur and you want to spend a decent amount of money on your first drone, you can spend even more money. But I bought the $500 Flymore kit, and that has 3 batteries in it and some other accessories. Didn't have those little antennas. You have to buy them separately. But it is a really, really good deal, and I highly recommend this drone. It may have its limitations, but for what I want to use it for, it's just about perfect. So no further talking because it's a drone video and I'm droning on. Let's take a look at the video from my flight. Again, twice normal speed, not to waste your time. Okay, thanks.